I would like to invite you on a journey with me over the next few days and weeks as I look at principles that are very important to disciples or followers of Jesus Christ. The most basic principle of Christian discipleship comes from Jesus himself, where he challenges us to a wholehearted commitment and a total surrender to his lordship. In the Gospel of Mark, chapter 8, verse 34 and 35, Jesus puts it this way. He says, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must take up their cross and follow me. He that holds on to his life will lose it, but he that loses his life for me and the gospel will save it." My wife Cecilia and I chose to become followers of Jesus when we were very young. We were children, in fact. And through our teenage years, we pursued following Jesus Christ with all our heart. On our wedding day, on the 5th of February, 1972, and I smile because I often get the date wrong, but on that day, during our vows, Cecilia surprised me by looking me in the eyes and serenading me with a song. Each for the other and both for the Lord. Oh, darling sweetheart, in one accord, let the angels record. Each for the other and both for the Lord. Little did we know how prophetic that would be. 2 years later, we stood hand in hand before God and we said, "God, you can take our lives and do with our lives whatever you want to. The answer will always be yes, as long as you give us the assurance of your will." We had come to our point of no return. That poignant moment is still ingrained and etched in my mind and in my heart. Jesus Christ was to be the Lord of the rest of our lives. Over the ensuing 44 years since then, we have found God to be faithful and trustworthy. He's always been faithful to provide our needs and to guide us. But we also discovered that the most freeing thing to do is to totally surrender your life to Jesus. True freedom only comes when he becomes the Lord and the master of your entire life. When he's the master of your life, you're no longer enslaved to your past, to the guilt and the shame. You're no longer enslaved to fear and anxiety and inferiority, the fear of the future. You're not enslaved to time or to money or to the enemy or anything or anybody else. And that is true freedom. Jim Elliot, who gave his life as a martyr working amongst the Auca Indians in Ecuador when I was only 6 years old, he had paraphrased Mark 8 verse 34 and 35 in this way. He said, "He is no fool who gives what he cannot keep to gain what he cannot lose." Don't hold on to your life selfishly, but with an open hand in total surrender to the Lordship of Christ. May God richly bless you and have a wonderful day.